Well, here we go. Trade Center is tomorrow, Marty, so it's the perfect time to debut buy or beware. And I'm going to name a player and a fictional price. You're going to choose to buy or beware. So let's start with Nazem Kadri. He is a first-round pick, or he would be traded for a first-round pick. What do you think? Are you buying, or are you going to be beware?
I'm going to buy Nazem Kadri. I think that the luxury of the trade deadline is trying to find that second-line center or even maybe a third-line center. Nazem Kadri has done that, winning a cup with the Colorado Avalanche. And I think that, I get he's getting older, but 3 years left. You're not just buying for now, you're buying for the future. I would buy even if it costs a first-round pick.
Okay, now let's go for the price of Elias Pettersson. 50% of salary plus a first-round pick plus a roster player.
I'm going to say beware on this one. And look, I get the price would be pretty accurate because if the Vancouver Canucks would retain, but for me, it's the 6 years left. And look, if Elias Pettersson could have figured it out in the last 2 years, we wouldn't be talking about it. So I'm not just so sure that he'll figure it out in the next 6. So I'm beware on Elias Pettersson.
Okay, now should we beware of big game Binnington, Jordan Binnington? His price, a first-round pick.
Beware with Jordan Binnington. He's 92 out of 92 goalies that have played this year when you look at goals saved above expectation. And if you need goaltending, it's often because your defense hasn't been that good. So Jordan Binnington behind Team Canada is one thing, but Jordan Binnington behind a sloppy defense is going to be something else. So beware on Jordan Binnington.
Sure thing. Now, how about Robert Thomas? We're going to put the price on him as multiple picks, including a first-rounder plus an impact roster player. What are you doing, Marty?
Buy with Robert Thomas. Look, this is a young man who still has 5 more years left on that contract. He's having a down year, but he can play with some grit. He can produce offensively, and he will change the course of an organization that is going to acquire Robert Thomas.
Okay, let's move on to Steven Stamkos now. These are all fictional prices, of course. Multiple picks, including first-rounder for Stamkos, plus a roster player. You buying, or we got to beware?
We beware of Steven Stamkos. I think the price, the fictional price, is a little too much for me. Look, Steven Stamkos has shown this year that he can still elevate his game, but if he has a limited amount of teams that he wants to go to, that price would be very steep to get Steven Stamkos.
Okay, let's keep it rocking. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with the Maple Leafs. The fictional price we're giving him, a first-round pick. What do you think?
Beware of Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And look, I think he can still produce, but the defensive side of the game is still very much to desire there. So I think a first-rounder would be what the Leafs would want to get. Maybe you're getting a second-round pick, maybe an added late pick, but a first-rounder, I'd say beware of that.
Now, what do the Leafs want for Bobby McMann? We're saying a second-round pick. Do you agree with that?
I'm buying a second-rounder for Bobby McMann. I'm going, this is a guy that, will score 20 goals or more when he plays, on a regular line and plays regularly in the lineup. And I'm looking at the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. There hasn't been a lot of bright spot, but Bobby McMann has been a bright spot. So if you are saying that it would cost me just a second-rounder for Bobby McMann, I'm buying 3 times that.
Okay, and we saved the best for last, Marty. The only goalie on our flyer here, Sergei Bobrovsky. Our fictional price on him, multiple picks, including a first-rounder. What do you say?
Beware. Yeah, beware. I think this is a straight rental, and obviously, depending on if Florida would to retain or not, and if this is straight up, I wouldn't be paying the first-rounder. It hasn't been a good year for Sergei Bobrovsky, but let's remember 3 years ago, he didn't even finish the season as a #1 goalie and didn't start the playoffs. Came in against Boston and turned it on. He can still do that, but it's still pretty costly, so beware.
Okay, well, we'll see who gets moved by 3 p.m. Friday afternoon when the trade deadline hits, and that has been buy or beware.